Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans, and today I'm bringing you back for another video. I don't know why I always say that every time. It just feels natural to say that every time because that's what we're doing. But actually today we're going to be going over my mom, aka Gramzee's budget for the month of August. We're going to be closing that out, and then next video should be our September budget. So I finally was able to get together with her, settle this all out. We had to crunch some numbers, and I was ready to throw in the towel because the month was monthing. And I've slept since then, and it was a long month, even though it was a short month. So let's get started with, we'll just start with rollover. So her budget is a monthly budget. She only gets Social Security, a little pension check, and that's about it for the month. As far as income goes, she also gets a little bit, like $150 from her savings, as kind of like a supplemental income for her income. But that's about it. She's retired and doesn't work, and it's just her. So she only needs to budget kind of one time a month, and then throughout the month she's just updating basically. So there's not much to her budget because there's not much money to do anything with. So right now, just updates. She is in the process of looking for work. She's applied at several places. She's gone on a few interviews, but nothing yet. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's probably, maybe could have something to do with her age because she is older. So she needs some, not like a lot of accommodations, but she needs some accommodations, because she can't lift like super heavy things, stuff like that. So I'm sure that's kind of limited her ability to get a job, but we're confident that, she'll be able to find something. She just needs a little part-time, maybe a couple days a week, and nothing, not a full-time or anything like that. So if she can, that will help supplement her income a little bit because if you guys are not familiar with, a few months ago, she did get her Social Security cut back due to something that happened years and years and years and years ago, and it finally, I guess, caught up with her, and so they reduced her Social Security benefit by, I believe it was $130 a month, something like that. So, $135 a month. You can see it on the bottom left of the screen. $135 a month. So, that was also, she was getting 150 plus the 135, and now she's just getting a 150. So she doesn't have that much in her savings that she can continue to pull, $300 a month for the next, 10 years or anything like that. So she doesn't even have much left. So we definitely need to make some changes sooner than later. And so getting a job was just basically, at this point is an income issue, and we need to make income happen. So that is what we're trying to do here, and see where we can pull resources. But this month, we're just going to start with rollover. That's a little bit about her income, and then a little bit about her rollover. So $270.74 is what we started with this month from the month of July. So that was pretty good. So income, this month we've got a lot going on here, and we'll just start from the top. So Social Security was $11.99. Her little pension check from TRS, the Teacher Retirement System, she used to be a school teacher, and that was $390.07. Her allowance is $150. She did deposit her month ahead, so she is a month ahead on her bills, and so every month at the beginning of the month she'll deposit her money that she has saved from the month before into her account so that she can pay her rent and her bills. So that was $1,007 from last month. She did deposit $143.25, which was for her car registration from her sinking funds, and also some money from her gifts sinking funds. So that is what happened there. And then she did have some sales for $235.57 from her little Shopify store. So thank you to everyone who has bought something. And that was definitely a blessing because she definitely needed that. It was also her birthday this month, so she did get $112 of birthday cash and also made 2 cents on interest. So that was pretty much income. That was $3,200 $236.91. So we'll just jump down here to sinking funds. So sinking funds was $177 saved and $1,145 towards next month's month ahead. So our month ahead and sinking funds are kind of just like estimates, rough estimates, because we don't have the exact numbers on every single bill. Her water and gas, so her rent, her management company at her apartment has changed, and so they have changed the way that her bills are, I guess, like processed. So they have the more fixed bills together, and then her variables are all together. So her rent, trash, and pest control is a flat amount, and so they have put those bills together now, whereas her rent used to be separate from all of that. So now it's changed a little bit, so her numbers have changed a little bit. So $909.49 is her new rent amount, and then and that is including a service fee to pay your bill. There's no getting around that. It's I think $249 to pay her bill no matter what. So she has to pay $249 twice because she has two bills. So her water and gas is separate from her rent, trash, and pest control, but it is through her apartment complex, and that was $133.82. It is so high because it is shared amongst all the units. So if someone has a water leak or decides to have 2 or 3 hour long showers, you're paying for their shower. So it's ridiculous, but that's how they work. So unfortunately, everyone pays the price, so including her. Her electric bill is fixed at $63 because she's on balanced billing, budget billing, average billing, however you want to call that. Her internet bill is fixed at $50, and that's through T-Mobile, and then she does tithe, and that's $165. So her bills altogether, rent and bills, is $1,321.31. And for variable expenses, so I'm just going to zoom in here a little bit. For her variable expenses, her food and household, she budgeted $285, and she spent right almost at $285 at $284.49, so that left her with 51 cents. Her auto, which is her car, that's pretty much just for gas. She budgeted $35, she spent $36.01. Spending money, she budgeted $156, and that was including, excuse me, that was including, she budgeted $156, and that was because she did get birthday money that she wanted to spend on herself, which she can. So that was $155.75. Business, she budgeted $0, spent $0. For gifts, she budgeted $44 and spent $43.25. For prescriptions and medications, she spent $115. Well, she budgeted $115, spent $119.70. So she was a little bit over there. And then her car registration was due, and that was $100 that she deposited from her sinking funds, cash money, and that was 125 cents. So she was under 25 cents there. So all that was great. So we'll get down here to the transactions real quick, and that should be the end of this budget video, but we'll just go over real quick what she spent. So August 1st was rent, $909.49. Utilities, also $133.82. She did buy a refill on her insulin at Walmart, and that was $24.88. She did get a hamburger at McDonald's, and that was $9.85. She did buy some groceries at Kroger for $62.32. She did get some groceries at H-E-B, and that was $98.66. She did save her sinking funds, $177. Month ahead was $11.45. She did purchase a gift on Amazon for $35.99. She did pay her electric bill for $63. She did cash in some rewards on her credit card for $30. And then she did tithe, and that was $165. She did pay her internet, that was $50. She did spend $5.23 on something that for food related that she bought at Walmart. She spent $12.06 for spending money at Walmart, and I'm not sure what she got. She just bought herself something, and that's okay. She did spend $20 on my niece, so her granddaughter, for a birthday gift. She just gave her some cash, so that was $20. That came out of her cash, her gifts sinking fund. So that's why she put gifts there as a category. $907 was for something she bought at Hobby Lobby. It was a mug and a soap dish. And then she got $2. She spent $2.03 when we went to Sam's. And then $7.23 she spent for some gift supplies at Walmart. And then $41.36 she did buy a rice cooker at Walmart and some food items, but I think she ended up returning the rice cooker because she did not buy the right one that I told her. So I think she's gonna have a return and then a rebuy of the rice cooker. So $7.67 was spent at Whataburger to get something to eat, and then $40 at CVS for prescription medication, and then $74.75 plus the $25.50 was $100.25 for her car registration. And then $42.85 at Walmart for some more groceries. She spent $8 for a car wash because we canceled her car wash subscription. And then $28 for gas at Kroger. $23.25 for some more gift supplies at Hobby Lobby. And then $8.43 was spent at McDonald's through Food and Household. $54.82 was prescriptions from the doctor's office, and then $127.39 is what she spent on herself from Amazon. So that was it, you guys. That was it for spending for her for the month. So not too shabby. That left her with $124.89 of rollover to go into the month of September, and that is great. For sinking funds, we'll just go over that real quick. For sinking funds and month ahead, this is kind of what we saved for the month. So for renter's insurance, we had we saved $6. For car insurance, we saved $108. For car registration, we're saving $14, and that was to make up the $100 for what she needed this month. So after this month, she'll start a new year over, and so she'll change the amount next month, which is what we have here, which should be about $9 going forward. So copays is $20, and we're just basically saving up here for future copays for doctor visits, because she does go to the doctor several times a year, and so this is just to build up that sinking fund for when that time comes that she needs to pay for a copay. Prescription medication, she's saving $1. Gifts, she's saving $25, and that's for her to buy for someone else or buy for herself. Printer ink, we're not spending anything. For Google One, this is a Google Drive extra storage subscription, that's $3. So that is it for her sinking funds. For her month ahead, she's saving $910 for rent, trash, and pest control. $110 for utilities, water, and her gas bill. And so we're just kind of basically kind of estimating high on that, so that next month, we're as close to the bill as possible. She does have a good bit of a buffer in there already, so this is kind of what we've been saving, but actually her bill has been quite a bit more, so we may have to adjust for that number, because eventually that's going to catch up with us, and we want to definitely have a buffer in there. She was almost pretty much up to about 2 months of a buffer in there, but these bills have been coming in pretty high, so she's having to offset that with what she had saved in there. So that money is definitely, that number is going down a little bit every time. So her electric bill, we're saving $75, but if you guys are paying attention, her electric bill is normally $63, and that's fixed. So she is building up a little bit of a buffer in here. But the reason we're saving $75 is so that in the event her bill comes out to be more than what she has saved, we have a little bit of a buffer in there to offset that, because she's on balance billing. So when they settle up that bill in 6 months to a year, then that'll be that. Okay, so electric, yeah, so we were off at electric, so that's why we're saving up for that. So far she's trending as she has a credit. So as long as she still keeps showing she has a credit, then she's going to be okay. But we're just preparing for the possibility of it being a different amount. So internet is fixed at $50. So we're just saving $50. Car wash, we kind of cut that off this month because she didn't really have it in her budget. She does, but she doesn't. Some months she has it, some months she doesn't. So we're just kind of cutting it off for now so that she's not really going too many places. So it's, you know, kind of okay. She can just pay for a car wash here and there when she wants. So I think we're just leave it like that. But that's what we saved this month. And this is, you know, all these month aheads is going for next month's bills. So that's what we're saving for. But yeah, so all that left us with $124.89 to close out the month of August. And we'll see you guys on the next budget. Bye.